bit more nervous than you are. But I count it a real honor and a privilege to take part in this Vows Renewal service today, and to be here with all of your friends and your lovely daughters. What a wonderful occasion it is. David and Diana, when you were first united in marriage 20 years ago, you didn't know where your life was going to lead you or what would take place. But you promised your love. Together, you promised to honor and cherish one another through all things. And life has surely brought you both wonderful things and wonderful blessings and some difficult challenges over the years. But you're here today with your daughters and with your friends, having fulfilled those vows and wishing to reaffirm them once again. And surely God is pleased with this occasion. And so you've already joined hands, and I'm going to give you the vows, and then you can repeat them, or we'll go from there. David, 20 years ago, you pledged yourself to Diana and took her to be your wife. At that time, you promised to love her and honor her and cherish her in both good times and bad. You also promised to be loyal to her, whether rich or poor, in sickness and in health. And these 20 years have found you faithful to that pledge. And will you now, therefore, in the presence of God and these friends, renew your vows and continue your devotion to Diana as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Diana, 20 years ago, you pledged yourself to David and took him to be your husband. At that time, you promised to love him and honor him and cherish him in both good times and bad. You also promised to be loyal to him, whether rich or poor, in sickness and in health. These 20 years have found you faithful to that pledge. And will you now, therefore, in the presence of God and your daughters and these friends, renew those vows and continue this devotion to David as long as you both shall live? Just give his hand a real big squeeze.
He did.
Thank you.
It's as if she'd marry me again.
Diana and David, on your wedding day, you exchanged rings as a symbol of your never-ending love for one another and a reminder of God's eternal presence in your lives. May you always wear these rings as a reminder of those vows and of your obligations toward one another and toward God. Love endures and is kind. Love is not envious or jealous. Love wants not for itself. Love is not puffed up, does not behave wrongly. Love seeks not its own, or looks out for itself. Love is not easily provoked. Love is not rude. Love thinks no evil. Love does not rejoice in wrong, but dwells in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. So David and Diana, today you've renewed your promises and vows that you made to each other on your wedding day. You've symbolized that renewal by joining your hands and taking the vows and acknowledging the meaning of your rings. Now it is my distinct pleasure to conclude this ceremony of renewal and acknowledge the love that binds you forever as husband and wife. And David, you may kiss your bride. Dave, Diane requested to receive communion along with their marriage vows, and so we'll serve communion at this time.
Third time you said yes, no. I think you get tired of it. Tired of saying yes yet?
We are reminded that it was the same night that Christ our Lord was betrayed, that he broke bread and he gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take, this is my body which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me." And then likewise after the supper he took the cup, and when he had given thanks he gave it to them, saying, "This is the cup of the new covenant of my blood, which is poured out for you. This do in remembrance of me." And so we are remembering his great sacrifice and also his promise of coming again as we partake of the sacraments today. Lord Jesus Christ, broken for you.
Dad. Oh, Mom. Love the face. It's communion, Mom. You know that bread doesn't taste good. She's spitting it out again.
Sarah, hold this one.
Mom, you gotta eat it.
Let me have a prayer with you. Our Father, we bow our heads in your presence and thank you for this beautiful couple, Dave and Di. Thank you for the love that drew them together some 20 years ago and has kept them true and faithful to each other, to you, down through the years. We're so glad that we can be a part of this celebration today, along with our daughters and with a host of friends. And we just pray that your continual blessings will rest upon them. We often hear the little saying, we don't know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. And we turn ourselves to you today and pray that you'll be there with strength and grace every step of the way. Supply our needs in the days to come as you have in the past. Bless this couple together in the precious name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. You're welcome.
Dave, Bobby's son's got some play for y'all.
Okay. Very good.
This is Derek, this is my son, he's gonna sing a couple songs for you.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing okay. This song is still new to me, but I learned it for you guys. So. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Yeah, I'm sorry. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound They say